Welcome back to Class Culture. This is number 23, Oddities and Curiosities. Yes, so we're going to talk about the calendar, the days, and planetary rulers. I don't even think I said Oddities and Curiosities in the last couple ones. It's okay. It's the title. Shout out to VLOGTOBER 2021. Wow, we are almost there. We're almost to Halloween. I'm trying to decide, other than Halloween Day. I got a bag under me. We got a haul coming up, but I'm trying to decide which one I want to do for the live before Halloween, because I just want to do one where we're just talking and we're hitting the subject matter, and I can ask you how you enjoy the topics, which ones were your favorite, did you learn something new, that type of thing. But I can't decide. It has to be this week because Halloween is next Sunday, so it's less than it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 7 days away. So yeah, I used my fingers. But this is the 23rd episode. We're going to talk about the calendar, the days, planetary rulers. Okay, everything we discuss in this video is down below in the description box. Now, believe it or not, this subject is near and dear to my heart. You will know why during the show and at the end of the show. If anything, not only is research important, knowledge gathering, insight, gathering truths, gathering culture and tradition and ritual, pictures, images, links, I'm citing everywhere we go and everything I share with you. It helps build your own character, right? Your own purpose. I remember the day I really found out all my DNA. Now I'm going to do another one. Let me look on my phone. I think Ancestry went back on sale because I did My Heritage and Me. Like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I skipped last year because it was the pandemic. Right? Shout out to the future and beyond. Right now we're in the pandemic. Okay, so yeah, wasn't no need to do it, but now we're back on track, and I'm like, okay, I am going to be focusing next year on like my family tree, sort of, kind of. It's no spoiler. You'll see it when you see it. We got the whole year, but yeah, let me look at this. Ancestry. .com usually has their DNA kits on sale during the holidays. Okay, not yet. Yep, keep your eyes peeled because when it hits, I'm going to get it and I'll let you guys know. And I'm going to compare. Okay? I'm going to compare. That's all I'm going to say. Give me a second. DNA Ancestry. Let me get it. And I just want to make sure. DNA, they have several. They have 23andMe. I did My Heritage, and they have a bunch of other ones. Okay, Ancestry DNA. Okay, it's a different website than the whatever. Okay, so it's right now. It's still $99. So when it goes on sale, I'm gonna bookmark this on my phone, and I'll check it every day. They go down to $49. Okay, so when it goes down to $49, I'm going to buy two, one for me and one for another close relative. He already said yes. It's on my dad's side because obviously my dad passed away when I was 5. His brother, my last uncle, passed away like 3 years ago. It was like a whole year before I took my DNA. I have halves and things. Forget all of that. I'm going back to the closest relative of my dad's. So we're going to get that. So they already agreed. And what else? Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, it's not on sale yet. So, and the important thing about that is when it goes on sale, I can compare the two and we will find out. I'm going to do it live and we're going to find out live. And then we're going to compare live. And then we're going to go to the next step. Okay. But yeah. It's not there yet. It's not there. It's not on sale yet. So keep your eyes peeled. Even if you find out before me, let me know. But yeah, as soon as it hits the $49, then I'm gonna get it. Okay. And it takes like 3 months. So I'll learn it by the first of the year. I already did one already. I knew what my culture was because I did my family tree. I've been doing my family tree since I was 10 years old. Okay. It's like two big books, both sides. You're going to be mesmerized when you see it. Okay. We already did the family reunions where I took it on tour around the globe and all of that. I even left it when one relative, because I trusted her, and she made a copy of everything for her family tree. So done. Okay. Forward. Calendars mean everything to me. Why? You will learn during this video, and at the end of the video, you will learn why it's important. And how do we mark Halloween every year? By a date on the calendar. How do we mark? I knew that was going to happen. The voice, right? Okay, take a sip. How do we mark anything? Whether it's a holiday, a birthday, wake up and go to work, what time to show up, what's night, what's day. We're going to talk about all of that. The reason why, different seasons, the reason why the months are named, the reason why we use this particular calendar. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy. I'm trying to stay organized over here in this crash pad. But yeah, it's going to be interesting this whole week. Now, I have a lot of business to do in town. So I was like, the weather's bad and all of that. So yeah, it is what it is. So thank you very much for being patient. If you're new here, you know what's up. Why not hit the subscribe button and meet me where I'm meeting you. I'm coming live. I'm making content. I'm doing uploads. We have fun stuff over on the community tab. I have playlists, all of that. Please subscribe. Please like the video and hit the bell at the same time you subscribe. If you find you are not getting notified, unsubscribe, subscribe, hit the bell. I guarantee you haven't hit the bell. A lot of people don't understand that. You might even have been subscribed to me for like 5 years, but that was pre-bell. So when they put the bell on there, it was from bell forward. So you weren't included in that. I schedule live, so you got to hit the reminder no matter what. So I appreciate you. And so the scribe guy, we are getting our groove on. I can't tell you how big the smile is on my face. So we got a lot of things going on. So I appreciate you so very much from the bottom of my golden heart. If you want to chat when I'm live, you have to be subscribed, and it takes 5 days. Yes, it is what it is. And I appreciate you so very much, because that's important to me to know that you are here to engage on the level that I determine. My channel information is, I'm an open book, real face, real name, and well, to a point, right? Your personal life is yours, mine is mine. But as far as what my channel is about, that information is over on my information tab. Join, please, and thank you. All the social media tabs, and take a minute to look at our membership tab. And I bet you can find one that's affordable. Okay, so thank you very much. What are we going to talk about? And I have a couple of things. No, just one thing that I kind of had to leave off because I got so many. We are going to talk about the calendar. And during the discussion, let me change this to being in flux. Or is that in the way? Okay, there I am, GG. During the process, we are going to not talk about zodiac. However, you will be able to relate, because we can't really talk about January, February, because the zodiacs overlap. But I wanted to give you this information. This is definitely going to live when we do over in art and craft therapy. Yes, please subscribe to that channel too. That is my arts and crafts channel. There are videos up there, so why don't you go on over there and catch up? Okay. And when I do get my craft table up and going, it is what it is. We're just going to, I'm not even going to reintroduce myself. I'm just going to start crafting. But yeah, and sewing and all that stuff. But I still wanted to put this first, include it, let you know that I'm not leaving zodiac out starting in March or March. Did I? No. Did I decide March? I haven't decided. Okay, this is why I said March. You see the calendar? March. At first, I was going to do January, but you know, we have thinking caps on. We are intelligent. This is class culture. We keep it 100. I was like, why start in January when I can start in March? So we are going to start in March 2022, March 21st. And we're going to follow all those days. I'm either going to come live or upload. So March 21st, April 21st, May 21st, you get the point. Okay. Then we're going to talk about zodiac because we are November of this year, because we're going to have 12 happy birthdays. That's going to be it with the happy birthday party, just sitting here listening to the playlists. During March, right, I'm going to come on. I'm going to talk about zodiac. We're going to have a playlist down in the description box. And I get to go back to listening to my playlist all on my own. Okay. But yeah, when am I going to do current end time? The birthday is set up. It's coming. I think it's coming up this week. So hit that reminder button. I think the first 6 months I'm going to put on my community tab. Then we're going to do October. And then the last 6 months for November, I'll put over my community tab, and then we'll do November. So you can catch up and go to my playlist, enjoy them again. I'm going to enjoy them again. I'm going to scrub them, make sure I didn't repeat any songs, and add your own playlist because music is important. And what I'm going to do is add in that playlist something cultural. You know, maybe Aries, when we do Aries, we'll add some cultural music from Russia, you know. So we're going to have a ball, tuck this away, make a screenshot, whatever. I'm going to put this, oops. Where did I put it? I think I put it in, I'm going to say put it in my oddities file. So while I'm thinking about it and while you're looking up all of that and you're going, yay, that's going to be fun. Yeah, it is. You know, I like to add a little spice to stuff, just the plain, oh, it's January, let's talk about whatever. Nope. You know, we're stepping it up. Okay. So let me find it. I am super organized, but I want to get it now since I said it. And I'm going to start that file. Give me a second. Bet you it's way at the top. Give me a second. It's coming. Yeah, while you're waiting, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that button. Go ahead and start a playlist. Sit back, relax, take a sip. Because in this video, hold on, it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's dear to my heart. Found it. And I'm going to put this in another file that I know I will open, that I know that's for next year. So give me a second. Where is it? I got to find it on my desktop, y'all. It's organized. Yep, here it is. Boom. There it is. You heard the little sound. Done. Stay organized. That's the best thing I can tell you. Stay organized. That's all. So won't that be fun? We'll do Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. And because I am 007 and I wait my turn, I am the Rear Admiral. Pisces will be, that will be February 2023. So March, we'll have my birthday again. Yay, we could have that fun. 5'8", yes, 58. This year I'm 57. And then we're going to have my class reunion. And then rolled around is going to be 59. And I already said it, but we'll make a big announcement. See, I know, look, that's how I lead my life. I know what's up. I think you already know what it is. But yeah, at 59, I'm going to make a really, 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 really big announcement. It's going to be really, really fun, and class culture is going to be here. So it is what it is. Look at where we are now. HUGz ago. Can you believe it? It's like a year later. And this time last year, I was just getting to learn StreamYard. We were just rocking and rolling organically and just getting everything up and going. It's very rewarding, very. And I love to learn. Oh, I didn't know that was a GIF. Let me see. I know people say GIF, but I like GIF, so pardon moi. Okay, it's not moving or anything, is it? Okay. All right, so let me move. It says GIF. Let me see what it does. I'm gonna put it in real time while you're looking at it. And while we are in flux, I'm gonna see what it looks like if I put it over on my community tab. Just a little, It doesn't move or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, I don't want that over there. Cancel. It's not a GIF. It's just, it says it is, but it's not moving or anything. So, but I'm gonna put that also. We're gonna talk about that next year, starting. Okay. So this is interesting because there is a Chinese zodiac, right? And next year, when they announce it, we already know, and I will talk about it, but I'm not going to say it right now. It's also, associated with elements. Let's start at the top. We have water, earth, wood, earth, fire, earth, metal, earth, water. Okay. Then you have symbols. And I know they're teeny tiny, but you can tell what the animals are. So I'm also going to incorporate that as well. Shout out to Tao. Yes, Taoism. Yes, namaste. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to incorporate that as well because we love the animal kingdom and it is what it is. And I know but I'm going to say it here. Birthdays are also associated with flowers. So we'll be talking about that. And, well, it just flew out of my mind. Gemstones. So then we can open up the crystal conversation. So shout out to 2022. Yeah, I'm going to give myself January and February kind of off. And then we start that in March because of what? Film festival season. Okay. We did that. So let me get rid of that overlay. And then we are off and running. I'm checking my desktop. Okay. So, well, oh yeah, I want to add something else, but not that I'm going to share it now. I'm just doing it because that's just how we rock and roll. You know how to sit back and relax. It's not a big deal. Everybody's good. Give me a second. Uh-oh. A second. I got to find it, child. Okay, here we go. And then once I do that, I can put it away. Yeah, I just like being organized. Okay, let's hit it. All right. There we go. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about ancient calendar. What is a calendar? Why was the calendar invented? Sorry. Bronze Age calendar, Sumerian, Julian, Gregorian, ancient timekeeper, sundial, astrology, and sailing months. What is a day? Now, I have to word it like that. I can't just put day in there, right? What is a night? What is the origin of October? Planetary ruler, zodiac calendar. Now, a lot of these we're going to click on and click off, so no worries. What is the 13th zodiac sign? Ooh, ancient African calendar. Okay, you know how we rock and roll over here now. Don't play. Don't play. Now I am doing some correcting here. I like to capitalize certain things. Okay, give me a second because it looks better. Shout out to the internationals, Hearts of Gold, everybody. Okay, new members, new subscribers. Thank you so very much. Then we have, believe it or not, we'll make it through. Hold on. 15 websites. We're going to click them, discuss, leave. They're going to live here forever for us. So, yay. I'm super excited. No extra, extra. Oh, sorry. We have to hit it. We have to hit it. You might get a couple story times in between and what have you. Okay, so hang on and thank you so much. So I am going to take the banner away and just control myself. I don't need to hit it no more. So let's do this. Now, I've been sitting here talking, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put in these. Give me a second. There's a lot going on. The Googles, I got them on my little, down below the rapid, what is it called? Rapid tables notepad. But yeah, I was like, girl, you're doing too much. But yeah, I just like being organized. It's so much that I say, you know what? I'm going to take her easy. Shout out to my laptop. Okay. Because yes, it's a girl. Her name is only for me to know. Yeah, she is doing just great. She's doing just great. So yeah, I didn't want to put too much on there. So, and then after this, we'll do the Bronze Age. Okay, let's do it. Because I just hate it when it lags, you know? So which one is first? Ancient calendar. All right. So let's look that up. So when you look at the calendar, what everybody looks at the calendar, whether it's digital, paper, right? Everyone learns how to read a calendar. But do you often ask yourself, why are the days the days? Why are there 7 days? Why are there 12 months? Why do we have a calendar in the first place? Why does different countries have calendars? What's the meaning of the symbols on the calendars? Now, growing up, way before my mom started taking me to trips, she was a travel agent during the summer, school teacher throughout the academic year. She loved Mexico, and she loved, now this is back in the 60s and the 70s, so miss me. Don't think about now. Go back, Google Acapulco 1970s. So she saw that beautiful. But yeah, I don't know what's happening now. But yeah, it's a shame. But I grew up looking at that Mayan calendar. I grew up with it. So she was fascinated by calendars. Therefore, parents often, especially when it's something good, educational and cultural, it just rubbed off. And I just love the Mayan calendar. We're not going to talk about it. I'm just saying I wanted to start here in honor of her and all the good things and all the good information she bestowed upon me. But yeah, you can discuss that, on your own. But yeah, what is the oldest calendar in the world? They say it's the Jewish calendar. However, we are going to learn that that is not necessarily a truth. But there it is. What is the most accurate calendar? We are now currently in the Gregorian calendar. Was first adopted in Italy, Poland, Portugal, and Spain in 1582. Okay, so when you go to the images, boom, you're going to get everything and under the sun. And we're going to talk about it. But yeah, there it is. It was on the wall everywhere. Every time they went to Mexico, she just kept bringing them back. She was just obsessed. And thank goodness, before she passed away, Discovery History Channel and all those great wonderful programming. Oh, National Geographic, all of them. She got to learn all of that stuff because, she grew up in the 30s or 40s, 50s. She became a school teacher in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, and she retired in the 90s. So she loved Europe. When I lived there, she traveled there many times. We got to see wonderful things together, experience all that goodness together. Um, Tried to get her to Egypt, but she was too scared. She was a little older, but she could have made it. But yeah, um, tried to get her to Japan. I just experienced it for her. But yeah, it was nice for her to learn all of that goodness. She was fascinated with it, and she understood it. And if you do your research, you can find more about it. They even talk about the symbols, what they mean, the numbers. It's fascinating. Okay, so enjoy your research. When you go down here on the information page and then go over to the images, that's where I am. You can also see related searches. Okay, Roman, Greek, Egyptian. Okay, so yeah, it's just a wonderful topic, and because of that, um, and after this show, you'll understand why the calendars are so important to us, and it had so much meaning to us. What is a calendar? Okay, again, we are over here in class culture. I bet you if I could ask somebody these questions, they would just, well, I know what a calendar is. We'll explain it. Well, here you go. It is a chart or series of pages showing the days, weeks, and months of a particular year or given particular seasonal information. Okay. A calendar is a system of organizing days. It's also, I'm saying this, a timekeeper, right? A calendar is a system of organizing days. This is done by giving names to periods of time, typically days, weeks, months, and years. A date is a designation of a single specific day within such a system. Okay? So now that we got that, I know I have a picture of something. I don't think it's going to give it to me, y'all. Or did I put it? Oh, did I put it? Give me a second. Did I put it as an overlay? I don't think I did. Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, that's enough. You get it. Yeah. And did you like the sundial? Yep. We're going to talk about that too. So, what is the next step? I like it right there by the ocean. It's beautiful. Why was the calendar invented? Okay. Explore the history of the Gregorian calendar, which Britain and its colonies adopted 260 years ago. Now, I remember when I was one day, I was little, and I was sitting next to my mom in church. And when you're little, you entertain yourself. And I was looking at the pages in the Bible, and this particular Bible kept saying the word Julian. And I kept looking. I was just very curious. I'm still very curious. I've earned a living off of being curious and feeding myself, housing myself, raising children, having families, getting married, having jobs, going to school, just being a happy human being, right? But as I'm sitting there as a little girl, I can remember it just like it was yesterday. I nudged my mom, and she leaned over like, "What you need?" And I pointed to the word Julian, and she looked at me and smiled, and she smiled. I smiled back at her. She says, "I'll tell you later," like that, and she did. So there you go. But yeah, the original goal of the Gregorian calendar was to change the date of Easter. Did you know that? And we are now in the Gregorian calendar era. Put it that way. And you might ask yourself, oh, there were different calendars, Gigi? Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to build up to that point. That was the first time I learned there were different calendars when I was a little girl sitting next to my mom in church. All right. So yeah, that was fun. Just beautiful little moments like that. I wouldn't trade them for anything. $1 million. You know, it's made me a better human. It's made my mind. I'm just, it's on fire. I'm always learning. I'm always engaging. I have very intellectual friends. We talk about everything under the moon and sun, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful way of existing on planet Earth. I can tell you that much. So what's next? Almost there. Copy, copy, copy. Yeah, I'm finding that this is so much easier, especially during these. Now, let me say this. This is probably, in the next couple of months, the last sort of kind of videos we're going to have like this. They're going to be sporadic in 2022, but I will have had all my research behind me, right? And my projects in front of me. And every once in a while, so I will always direct newbies, people who just fall out of the sky and join us in conversations, to a lot of my playlists, because we've already done it. And that's the purpose of a video, to record it so you don't have to say it over and over and over again. So I appreciate you currently in the real time and in the future and beyond. That is the purpose of me making these videos. If it's 2 years from now, 2025, and someone says, hey, have you ever discussed calendars? I'm just going to drop a link to this video. Absolutely. Let me know what you think after you watched it. You know what I mean? That is going to be the answer. Yeah. And that feels great. Trust me. So, okay. So what's next? Give me a second. We're going to talk about the Bronze Age. Okay. That feels good. All right. So, the first historically attested and formalized, meaning it became a thing. Okay, not a tribal curiosity, or a lot of tribes kept all of this secret. They did not share. But the first formalized calendars date back to the Bronze Age, okay? Dependent on the development of writing in the ancient Near East. Shout out to the Near East. And there's lots, as you can see there. All I did was Google Bronze Age calendar. There are a bunch of calendars, okay? And as you can see in the wiki, there are 83 more roles, ROWLs. Enjoy. Okay. And if you want to see what they look like, they give you a couple of depictions. Not accurate, but okay. They are, they speculate on a lot of things, but they're just giving you Bronze Age discoveries, antiquities, oddities, curiosities. See, we done turned a corner, y'all. Okay? So there you go. Now you're going to get other weird stuff, but there you go. Okay? All right. So what is the next one? I believe it is Sumerian. Yes, Sumerian. Okay. Give me a second. All right. So I haven't gotten any bad input regarding these videos. So I'm guessing the sound is right, the visuals are clear, the links are working. Yay! So thank you so much. So the Sumerian. Okay. Now we started with bronze. We're gonna go back prior to that, but we're gonna hit that at the end. But right now we're coming towards current and modern times. Okay, so first it was bronze, and then it was the Sumerian. Okay, had come up with a solar year consisting of 365 days. Now remember, at the same time, in between time, during these times, what was happening? Philosophers, scientists, physicians, astrologers, sage, witches, all these people were studying planets and the days and nights and the shifts and the sun and the moon. So you have to remember things were improved over time. It evolved to more accuracy as modern times came to be, as scientists made new discoveries, inventors came along, philosophers, and all of that other stuff. So don't knock it. That's just how it was. So they had 360 days. It consisted of 12 lunar cycles, 365 days, which were rounded up to 360. So what was it based on? Okay, the cycles of the moon. I think every month when we do the zodiacs along with the planets, and the flowers and the gems, we'll also talk about the moon. And there's more than 12 things I can come up with, but we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it. It might even be extra extra. I'll decide. We got time. So there you go. It was based on the moon. All right. So let's talk about the Julian, and then we can talk about the Gregorian. Now, remember the little girl sitting there, and then we get home, and my mom sits and, in her wonderful way, I was just a little girl, explains it. And I went, wow. My son's middle name is Julian because of that. Okay, so that's why it's really important. So it was proposed by Julius Caesar in 708-46 before Christ. And it was a reform of the Roman calendar. Give me a second. Roman calendar. So there you go. Sorry, I knew it. Work, and whatever. Oh, lots going on. Okay, but yeah. So every let's just say empire, right? The Mayan, the Roman, the Sumerian, and then we're going to learn about others, right? I made that word up. They came up with their same thing. So there you go. Okay. And then it was after the Julian calendar came the Gregorian. Okay. What is today's date? Now, this is cool. In the Julian calendar. Is that crazy? Now, I'm an old nasty, Trekkie. You know how they do the dates? So, yeah. So, it would be 21 October 2021. Okay. Today's Julian date is 21 29/4. Don't ask me why. That is just how it is. Ciao. Okay. So yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting. So Julian calendar, you can have fun with it. Just right now, if you're Jewish, they have a different calendar and they celebrate a different year. And it is what it is. Those are the images. Well, I guess we can go over there. It's different, but it existed. Okay, it's huge. Okay, and it's different. That one is huge if you were to spread it out. But yeah, he made his own calendar because he was an emperor, and he made love to Cleopatra. Okay, I think it's so sad that their son was killed. I really do. But you know what? Karma. Because I think it's really sad that they burned down the library in Alexandria. So yeah, you get all kind of cool stuff, and it is what it is. Ooh, that's fun. The heck? Oh, see, that has phases of the moon. So let me get out of here. You know how it is. You know how we can do. Gotta be careful. So yeah, I like this one. Yeah, let's see if they'll let us have a little share. And then you'll see it one day again in my projects. All right. So now let's go to what we are all familiar with in modern time, the Gregorian calendar. Now, a Caesar had been died and all of that. And then what happened after that? The Pope came around town and said, this is it. The Gregorian calendar, like the Julian calendar, is a solar with 12 months of 28 to 21 days. So they shifted some things around, like, you know, to make it more accurate. The year in both calendar consists of 365 days. Okay, and yada, yada, yada. It says here Pope Gregory, and X is 10, so that's 13. Okay. As a minor modification of the Julian calendar, reduced the average day. Well, you can read the rest. So what's the difference? Okay. They just shifted the days so it can be more accurate. And we'll talk about other things. I don't want to spoil alert. But you know, there's the converter if you want it. I mean, who cares? But yeah, there it is. Okay. Now, images, you know what a calendar looks like. I mean, come on. There's 1939. Is that 39 or 59? 1959. Okay. Well, yeah, let me think. 1959. Yeah, my mom would have been 30 years old. Why are they? It's gonna get busy, y'all. It is what it is. But yeah, very interesting. Okay, you know what a calendar looks like. We're not gonna waste no more time on that. So what is next? Timekeeper. Yeah, this might be an hour and a half, but you know how we rock and roll. Thank you guys so much for watching. But I think the more relaxed I am, the more I just hit topics, the more we just rock and roll. All right. Yeah, but I had to do this one this way because I got other things going on. And I was like, oh no, I got so much on this desktop. It's not even funny. All right. Copy. Girl. Y'all know sometimes my phone rings. It does that like every 5 minutes. It's when you're a boss. Is what it is. Okay. All right, let's do it. And I am not going to look because then I'll be so distracted. So, ancient timekeeper. I hope I spelled that right. No, I didn't. What the heck? There we go. Let me make sure I spelled it right down here. Oh, I think I just left the R off. Yeah, that was just me. Okay, here we go. The history of timekeeping devices dates back to when ancient civilizations first observed the astronomical bodies up in the sky, the stars, the moons, and the meteors. And they were looking at the stars and the sun and the planets. So that's when it started. And they watched as they moved across the sky. They would lay down at night. I often do that when I'm out and about. And have you ever watched the sky? Try it. And then they say here, the ancient Egyptians, well, guess what? You have to be outside of city limits. It has to be a clear day, no clouds, and try it on a full moon. You feel so alive and so a part of planet and Mother Nature. It's absolutely beautiful. So get into it when we do our naturalist videos and our camping videos and all of that. So the ancient Egyptians were one of the first cultures to widely divide days into generally agreed upon equal parts using early timekeeping devices. So we're going to get to that part. Okay. So what is next? Because it's not a flow. It's just what's the next step. All right. Sundial. A sundial is that word, horological device that tells the time of day. In modern usage refers referring to as civil time, when there is sunlight by the apparent position of the sun in the sky. The genome. Now, what? Girl. No, we're gonna have to look that one up. Okay, here we go. Copy or hear it and look it up. Now you're gonna look it up too. Give me a second. Gnomon. An object that by the position or length of its shadow serves as an indicator. Get out of here. The shadow. The shadow casts the position of the thing sticking up. Okay, casts a broad shadow. The shadow of the style shows the time. And then while I'm saying that, I want to show you this. We used to do that all the time when the kids were growing up. There you go. It's really simple, but you have to have a compass. You must have a compass. Go to, sorry, it's business. Go to Yahoo and put in how to read a sundial. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. It is so much fun and it is accurate because that's time in the sun versus days and months. So that is another timekeeper by using the elements in Mother Nature. We are connected in nature in every way. It is what it is. But it's so much fun. Try it one day with your kids. Try it one day with yourself as an adult. Okay? So just try it. And there are some sundials. I think there's a sundial in every city in America. I read that once. And there are historical sundials by ancient indigenous people that still are around today or have not been destroyed. Or as you can see, there are curiosities and oddities, ancient archaeological finds where they have found them as well. But yeah, they talk about who invented what and all of that. Yeah, we not even gonna have that conversation because at the end of this video, I'm going, you know how I do. So there you go. But I'm not hating. I'm just saying there it is. I like this. Who is the father of the clock? Well, they say it was an English clockmaker, watchmaker. It is what it is. Okay, but whatever. What is the world's largest one? There you go. Okay. Where is that? Yeah, India. That's what I thought. Yeah. Shout out to India. All right, next. Astrology and sailing. Okay, because they're looking at the heavenly bodies. So we wanted to toss that in there really, really quick. Okay. Second, I gotta find the right one. Okay, there we go. Here they talk about predictable ability. Both astrologer and sailor measure planetary positions and angles related to the horizon, then interpret them for their purposes. So they also use the same, let's say, they use the sky and the moon and the sun and the planets, and some of them use comets as well, depending on the year, and the horizon to guide them. Okay, so there you go. So now let's talk about the next few things. Copy. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that, but I had to throw it in there. It just felt natural. And then they're also using sundials too on the ship during the day. Okay, the sun has to be up, so it is what it is. So So this one, it's called a sundial. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at me. So I just always think of that argument I had with the person talking about the moon wasn't out. I'm like, the moon is always out. I still see the look on that person's face. It was priceless. I'm like, huh? Woo-wee! People get mad. Okay. So let me see what that one is. Give me a second. All right. So what's the next thing? All right. So the measure. Let's talk about what we're measuring. We're measuring months, a day, and nights on calendars, right? Right? Months is a measure of time corresponding nearly to the period of a moon's revolution. Okay? Month, moon, right? And revolution. Mm-hmm. Amounting to approximately 4 weeks or 31 days. So if someone asks you, what is a moon's revolution, you can say 30 days and you should be safe. Right? There it is. Okay? And here they talk about it more. Okay? And we know what month names are. Now, what months are named after Roman gods? April, March. August is named after, I think it was Augustus. Yeah. So we're not going to get into that, but here you go. All right. But we're going to talk about that, right? Starting in March. So what's next? Okay. Everything is down below. Let's do night first, because the day starts with what? Midnight, 12:01. That's the new day. Okay. That's probably why I'm obsessed with night. I love the moon and I love night pictures. Okay. The period of darkness in every 24 hours, the time from sunset to sunrise, the period of time between afternoon and bedtime and evening. Okay. During the night or at night. Okay. The exact time when the night begins and ends. It doesn't necessarily mean when the sun goes down. Okay. So cut it out. They see, when you're a heart of gold in class culture, you can't get away with certain things because we have already discussed it. Okay, what is a day? Here it is. The word day has a number of meanings depending on the context it is used, such as of astronomy, physics, calendars, a term in physics, or whatever. The rotation. It is approximately the period during which the Earth completes one rotation around its axis. That's 24 hours. So we're going to leave it there. We ain't going to, just stay there. It's during which the time of day, let me say it again. Let me stop. Let me slow down. It is approximately the period during which the Earth completes one rotation around its axis. I can't stand that word. Axis. Let me see if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And then I'm going to put it in my words. Okay. But I try to do it the academic way.
Axis.
Yeah, axis. The Earth has a satellite. It's the moon. It goes around once. Okay? Sun goes up, sun goes down. So that therefore half of it is day and the other half of it is night. Depending on where you are on the planet, you are either day or night. The closer you are to the North and the South Pole, so that's what they should have said, okay, you will sometimes have day all day in that 24-hour period. A shout out to people who live in Alaska. I lived in North Dakota. Shout out to people who live in Canada because that's even above North Dakota. When I was in the military working on missile sites where my children were born, we love the aurora boreas. Aurora bora. That's what I call them. Second, the green lights that you see when you live close to the North Pole. Aurora boreas. Oh, I cannot stand these things. Let's see what it says.
Hi everyone. Thanks for tap.
No, I can't even stand that. Hold on. I'm going to put me on mute. Aurora borealis. And those are the green lights you see the closer you live to the North Pole. It is absolutely amazing. It just, you have to see it once in your life. I'm sorry. I can't, I won't describe it. Now, let me see. I'll put it over on the community tab. Well, no, because it's not real time. I'll share it. The closer we get to, let's say Halloween, I'll share it. Last year, I wore my Aurora Borealis green, neon green, and it was an ode to it. Living under those skies during winter is beautiful. It absolutely, you feel magical. I don't know, you feel like a fairy. You know, it's just, it just see it with your own eyeballs. Forget YouTube or Discovery Channel. You have to see it with your own eyeballs. Okay? So, yeah. So the earth has to go, it turns once around. Like, what is the example I want? Okay, get a ball and turn it around. That's a day. 1 point, mark A and turn it all the way around. And when A gets back to whatever point that is, that's a 1 day. I know I'm terrible at science and math, but I know you know what I mean. But the closer you are to the North Pole or the South Pole, you might get day and or night all the time. Is that crazy or what? And that's how people live, right? Let me get off of here because then I'll never leave the subject. But that was the beautiful part of living so close to the North Pole, is that Aurora Borealis is amazing. Now, when you see zodiac wheels, now this is not really a zodiac wheel or anything. This is, I just wanted to touch on this. The Chinese, every year they change the zodiac sign for the whole year versus us. We have a different zodiac for every month. Like next year is the year of the tiger because of the year, not because of the month. And that'll be, no, sorry. 22, tiger. And then the rabbit is, as you can see, is 2023. And I knew I saw 2024. I don't think they have it on here yet. But you can go all the way back, but they're leaving some of those behind. Good for them. But yeah, I'm the dragon. You're the dragon. But what is 2024 going to be? I think it's going to be the dragon. Let me see. Because I wanted to say something. 2024 dragon, Chinese. Okay. Yeah. Woohoo! So 2024, it's gonna be the year of the dragon, and then I'm gonna be 60, and we're gonna celebrate something very, very, very awesome. So yeah, let me go ahead and take it. Grab it now. Have a nice day. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. But it just seems like the circle means everything, doesn't it? In astrology, in nature, in you know, the circle of life. It's just a beautiful symbol to me. You know, the moon, we see it every day. I mean, it all matters. Okay. So, what is next? Give me a second. Is that the end of it? Yeah. So, we only have a couple more. I told you it's going to be a long one. So, hang in. But it all matters. This is an important video for me. And I'm definitely going to come back when I do some writing, when I need to revisit some of these topics for one of our projects. And it is what it is. You have to, this is better than having just old plain old paper and pad. Now I have something to come to and just listen, and I have all of my stuff down below in the description box already. So yay. Copy. Give me a second. Copy. And I download these, you guys. So it is what it is. I download the videos. Now these reside on YouTube, so there's no way I can like download all of these. But you know, I don't think YouTube is going anywhere anytime soon. So when's the last thing I put? Zodiac calendar. All right, I'm just looking, just making sure. All right, Jerry, I can get rid of that now. I think I showed you everything I wanted to show you. I can take these three and put them away. I think it's important to also demonstrate how to stay organized and demonstrate how to research. Even though I've done this ahead of time, researching is, I guess I could maybe one day do, okay, we're going to talk about wood and go through the process step by step. But I really don't think we need to do that. But yeah, this is the all the fruits of the labor of looking it all up. So let's look at a zodiac calendar. Oh, did I? Let's first. Okay, what is the origin of October? Okay. October, the 10th month of the Gregorian calendar, the name comes from octo. It actually means 8. Isn't that weird? But it was an indication of its position on the Roman calendar. The Roman calendar was different than the Julian and the Gregorian. So there's a little trivia. It's really number 8, but it's the 10th month, octo. Okay, there you go. So what's next? That's a little trivia if you want to mess with somebody's mind. Zodiac calendar. So we already talked about that. This is the one I shared with you. Yikes. It's taking so long. Okay, there it is. Okay, and this is the one that I'm going to use. It's just instead of me writing that down, it's already written down, right? And I'll make a folder for it and everything and all of that. As a matter of fact, I know I put it away in a different folder, but yeah, I'll start a whole new folder today. Okay. Get rid of that. Go away. And you can see there's 1,050,070,000. Okay. And here is, this is a good one, right? And you can also hit that if you want to. Okay. Should I or shouldn't I? Give me a second. Let me see if it's going to let me keep it. Nope, it's not going to let me keep it. So we're going to go, let me see. Okay. I think I shared this one. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Cafe astrology. I'll copy it for you. So what do you see? I mean, no. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, there it is. So I'll put that under this one, but we won't look at it again. But I did choose that for something else. Okay. So let's make sure you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at. Nope, you're not. Okay. So, boom, we will get there. Okay. So let's go back to all. Okay. The zodiac calendar. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. There is an animal representing each year, but the year is defined by Chinese lunar calendar, not the Gregorian calendar you're familiar with. That's why I wanted to hit this. Okay. But it also talks about the zodiac is a belt-shaped region of the sky that extends approximately 8 degrees north or south, or the lunar Hebrew calendar having 12 lunar months in a lunar year. So it has to be used in the correct context. Okay? So I find people using it in an incorrect way, and you also have to ask them, what are we discussing? Are we discussing Chinese, Hebrew, astrology? What are we talking about? So it's not just one thing. Okay, I had to say that. And I have to slow myself down because I know it. It's in my brain. But when I'm demonstrating, I have to take it slow. And you can also do your own research. This is down below in the description box. If I ever say anything wrong, please do and thank you. Correct me. You know, nobody's perfect. So sorry. I'm doing lots of work. Here we go. All right. A planetary ruler is given to each sign over which the planet is said to have a more powerful influence when positioned therein. The ruling planet associated with a sign is also used as an implied focus of interpretation for the sign on house cusps in a chart. Have you ever been told that you were born on a cusp? I have. So there you go. And next year, like we already discussed, we will get more into that. But planetary ruler. Okay. How can you find it? Well, it depends on your birthday. Okay. And then we're also going to talk about, combined with the house, the sign, the planet, all of that. It's a lot. I'm not going to go over it right now. We'll hit it. I promise you. By the time 23 comes around, we will all be good in the hood, and we will be on the same, wavelength. Okay. So what are the current planetary positions? Well, it just depends. We'll get there. Not today, but we'll get there. Okay. And if you look at images, okay, you're going to get everything and then some. Here it is again. That type of thing. And then we'll look at astrology and all that good stuff. But there is no way we are not going to put that in Vlogmas. Or not Vlogmas, listen to me. Vlogtober. No, ma'am. No, sir. Oh, I like that. Magical. Let me see what you're looking at. Yeah, good. It didn't work. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, that's fun. All right, so this is always going to be here in this video. No need for bookmarks because that's where it resides. Okay, yeah, I knew this was going to be long. It is what it is. So, zodiac calendar. That was that. So we have 2 more, and then we can get into the webbies. Now, I'm going to breeze through those. So, it's probably an hour and a half. So when you're at home and you're bored or you want to revisit this, all these links are always down below. You come back to the video and just click it. Get your study on. I will be. Yeah. So these are the last 2 before we go to our websites. Now, this is going to be some interesting information. Okay. Sort of like a did you know? Okay. All right. Now, did you know there was a 13th zodiac sign? Now, trust and believe, we're going to look this person's name up, or I'm going to say it. Give me a second. Give me one. And I'm not doing extra extra. It's right there in front of you. I'm not doing it. Pronunciation. Then I say I do. I'm not going to do it, and then I do it because I love y'all. Okay. Let me go on mute. HUGz is his name. Don't ask me why. HUGz. Okay. Off, as in get off. You. Off you. Cuss. Sort of like cuss without the B. HUGz. The serpent bearer is sometimes called the 13th or forgotten constellation of the zodiac. Remember the band in the sky? That's because the sun passes in front, and then you can read the rest. Okay, but his name was HUGz, and he was he held the serpent in his hand. Okay, do you need to know what he looks like? Of course you do. Okay, all right. There he is. Okay, but guess what had happened? There's only 12 months, so he got lost in the sauce. I'm sorry, I'm not being funny. I am. I'm being funny. So there is HUGz right down there in the middle. See him? Right here. It's a U with a squiggle. Well, that's him, his arms, and the serpent. So he got kicked out. Sorry. Somebody's making me laugh. He got kicked out, y'all. Poor baby. But I bet you didn't know that, did you? And see, he used to be in the middle, but not no more. Our people are so stupid. Oh my God, y'all just don't know. My family is crazy. I'm so sorry. I gotta stop laughing. And I'm not starting this video over again. You crazy? All right, I'm trying to find a good one. Okay, here's a good one. We'll keep that forever. Stupid. Whew. I'm so happy I have people in my family that love me. All right, I'm looking for it, but I can't find it. They're messing with me. I'm trying to find a diagram. If I can't find it, then okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. And I'll show it to you later when we do go over the zodiac. I can't deal with you. Whew. I love my life. Go away. Okay, here it is. I know I'm going to have to take a picture of this, and then we will revisit this when I do arts and crafts and all that good stuff. Okay, whew, I made it through. Okay, next. African, ancient African calendar. Okay. Africans created the oldest calendar. Of course they did. I'm not messing with nobody. Take a sip. All right. More than 300,000 years ago, 150 miles west of Mozambique, the settled area surrounding the fill in the blank. Did Africans have a calendar? Ancient Africa had calendar systems centuries and centuries ago. Africans created the world's oldest calendar more than 300,000 years ago in Mozambique. Abu. They've already. It's just a deal. It's there. Get over it. Jump up and down. Celebrate. Clap your hands. Do your research. Click the links down below. It's already a thing. I don't know why you don't know about it. And you do too. No, because you're a part of class culture, and I just taught it with you. As you can see, north, east, west, and south. They had already done it. Okay? Every culture, every country, every civilization has their own stylized ways of doing things. And it is different from the Mayan. It's ancient. It still exists. It's way before any European civilization. And it has everything to do with what? The days and the planetary rulers. So, boom, I could just drop the mic right there, but no, we ain't gonna do that. But yeah, there you go. Okay. And all we did was put in ancient African calendar. Okay. So, have a nice day. Okay. Now we can get into the links. All right. Yeah, I know it was a long time coming, but it was worth it. It worth every what he a moment to up to that point. Yeah, it was a big that was definitely worth it. So now we're going to put in these webbies. Now these won't take long. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because they're down below. And you are meant to take the next step in this process. You are definitely a participant. Okay, it's just not me talking at you. I'm demonstrating, but you take the next step. Because I definitely will come back and revisit some of these for some of my projects and things. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just here forever and ever. And I even thought about keeping these like on different, these links and things. I'm like, no, I know I'll come back and revisit them. They're not going nowhere. They're safe. So yeah, let's visit the first 4 and let's hit it. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So I think I might even take my picture away because you really don't need that. Let me see. Yeah, I want you to get the full view. And of course, there's some type of ad. No, thank you. 10 days that vanished during the switch. So we already talked about this. So when we did switch from the Julian to the Gregorian, they had to chop off 10 whole days. Is that crazy? And then they explain why they did it. But yeah, let's talk about those days that are missing. 10 days were dropped from the calendar to bring the vernal equinox from March 11th back to March 21st. The church had chosen October to avoid skipping any major Christian festivals. So, in countries that adopted the new calendar, the feast of St. Francis of Assisi on October 1st was directly followed by October 15th. And I was like, huh? So in 1582, when 10 days were dropped from the calendar to bring the equinox from the 11th to the 21st. Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. So they changed the equinox. It used to be the 11th, but the days they dropped, okay, were the 5th through the 14th. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So October 5th through October 14th, 1582, do not exist in mankind. So we're going to keep that. So let's do something fun next year. Let's do something fun. Okay, we're going to do something fun. So you heard the click. That's the screenshot. Sound effect. We're going to do something fun for next year. Because those days they don't exist. And they changed the equinox from the 11th to the 21st, the day after Easter. No, am I saying the day after spring? So they were very creative. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, that threw me off. The 11th to 21st. So the actual days missing are October 5th through October 14th. So you can do the rest of that. Okay. My computer, see, yeah, it's starting to act weird. All right, let's keep her moving. I'm like holding my breath. Okay. Now here, this website talks about the Christian calendar. So I had to throw this in here because we just talked about why they did something. Well, in that same vein, they had to, like the equinox, they did not want to cut out celebratory things because Easter moves from March to April. So this is an example. So you can see March, April, May, Lent, Easter. See that? I guess I can point to it. Okay. And then ordinary time, October. So that's why they put it. They knocked off the 5th through the whatever we said. See, I didn't forgot it already, child. But yeah, they just they picked something in between there. But the holiday stuff, hands off. Advent, Christmas, Epiphany, Lent, Easter, and Pentecost. Okay? That's for you. It's down below. Keep it pushing. Okay. So what's the next thing? Monthly astro calendars. Okay. So this is the one that I was bringing up. I'm going to show it to you real quick and we're going to keep moving. They're the symbols for the planets, the zodiac signs, and the aspect symbols. So when we get into our Gregorian or Gregora, whatever you want to call it, Grimoire, people all have different names for them, child. The Gregorian calendar, and we work on our Grimoire. I'm confusing myself. We will be able to use all of these symbols because now they exist here. So don't nobody walk around saying Gregorian calendar. So miss me. Now we are missing that 13th. Now we're gonna grab it and go. We sure are. So same website. I just threw that one in because I wanted you to have those symbols. But here we're talking about the planetary rulers. So there you go. Okay. What planet is associated with what zodiac sign? Okay. Now I get to shout out to Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. We sure do. Kind of cool, right? Okay, so that is down below. So what's next? All right, I'm gonna try. I know it's probably be 2 hours, y'all. This will probably be the longest one, because now we turn in the corner. We really are. So that goes there. This goes there. It does not work when I have all of these open. It freezes up. My computer is almost like it is the day I bought it. That's why it has lasted so long. But I know the time has come to buy a new one. However, it's doing just fine. And so I'm not gonna mess with it. It's I'm not doing anything fancy. I don't do filmmaking on this computer or anything like that. So let's look at this. A magic calendar. Okay, now it's really, really hard to see. It's small. Okay. it's it. I think this has to do with gaming, but I thought it was fascinating. I didn't want to hate on gamers or animators and things like that. So I said, you know what? And I'm a cosplayer, and a lot of cosplay is based on gaming. Oops. So let's go back. I said, okay, I'll stick one in there. Why not? But it's more fantasy. Oh, see, I knew that was going to happen. Go back. It's more fantasy than anything. So I try to keep a lid on that, but I said, why not? Give me a second. I closed it and I wasn't supposed to. Paste. I took it one too far. But the reason why I did this, I'll give you, here it comes, is because when I make my grimoire, it's going to be stylized. It's kind of the same feel. I thought that's it. For some reason, it's giving me the same feel of something that actually exists on planet Earth, and someone stylized it and then put their own spin on it. And here they talk about the wood and the fire and the earth and the metal, just like we referred to it. So get your life. I'm not going to talk about what's down there. You can look at that, but let me see something if I can grab that. I don't think they're going to let me. Oh, they let me grab it. Okay. So that's down below. Now let me see if I can see it. What happens if I open it up? Okay, I can see it. I'm looking at it now. Okay, I can see it. All right. I'll look at that later. Second. There we go. So uh-oh. No, it didn't throw me off, y'all. Okay, wait a minute. I didn't mean to put it in the trash. So you look at that. You be in flux while I retrieve it from the trash. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. I wanted to return it back to the. Oh, here it is. Good. I just wanted to return it back to the desktop, but it went in the trash. That's okay. I know you love me. Take a sip. Relax. Take a moment. Let me grab it. Yeah, I want to put it. Why would it go in the trash? Oh, I should have just returned it to the desktop. Okay, give me a moment. But to be honest with you, I'm glad I heard it. I guess I could open up the web again, but I'm not doing it. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. Give me a second. Huh. You know what? I'm just going to, one more time. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm going to go back and get it because I got so much stuff in the trash. It would take too long. I'm not going to make you do that. Sit and wait. No, ma'am. No, sir. Okay, give me a second, and I can get that off the desktop. There we go. Love being organized. Okay, what is next? That's more important what you're looking at than what I was doing. Okay, so what's next? Let's see. Yeah, when I found that out, I went, yay. Shout out to Africa. Now, this is your ruling planet plays almost as big a role in your life as your sun sign. Learn what it means here. Okay, that's my attitude every day, all day long. Okay, so that was a great picture, but you can read the rest, and let me just show you what they talk about. Aries ruling planet Mars, and then they show you the constellation in the zodiac of the sky. Okay, Taurus ruling planet is Venus, so there's the constellation. Shout out to Pinterest. We're going to get into Pinterest more in 2022. So you're welcome. Okay. And they talk about the retrogrades and all of that goodness. All right. One more and then we're out. Okay, there you go. All right, that's down below. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, next. All right. So we shared this before, right? Yin, bottom, yang, top. Then you can see these a little closer now. So you can also hit this. You can also hit this over here. You know, I'm not going to hit them. And boom. Okay. It goes all the way back to 1924. Now, this stopped in 2019. That's why I showed you the other diagram, because eventually some of they'll probably add another column, I'm sure. But see, dragon, and then you can click it and learn. But then I can find my year, 1964. Okay, and then they talk about other goodness. We're not doing that right now, but there you go. All right, all of it is goodness, trust, and belief. Now let's. Ooh, okay, 9 more to go. Okay, goodness. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm just being very methodical. But in real life, trust me, I can every day, all next year, when I come back and visit these topics, or when I'm doing a project, I will spend like all day just loving each and every topic. I have such a passion for this information. It's very fulfilling. People tell me all the time, it's so much fun talking about these things with you. So it's very gratifying. I hope you have family and friends that bring you that type of energy and enlightenment. I really, really do. So zodiac calendar. Okay, here's another one. Farmer's Almanac. We've talked about the Farmer's Almanac even back on Vlogmas. So we already know this, don't we, HUGz? We sure do. So here you go. Okay, there's October the 2021 calendar, and I'm sure this will change. Okay, October 22nd, Taurus bullhead. So there's a lot going on, you know. Let's just say, what is this one? Is the 23rd. Gemini, twins arms. Okay, so it's based on each day. And then November, okay, November 1st, Libra, balance reigns. Now, isn't that a cute little baby over there? So it's the moon's astrological place in the zodiac. So that's the moon. It had nothing to do with you. It's where the moon is up in the heavens. Okay, and they're telling you based on the day, November 1st, it's in Libra, balance reigns. So let's go pick a day, the 18th. It's in Taurus, bull neck. Okay, so yes, you're welcome. Okay, more definitions, more goodness. All right, there you go. All right. Nice, right? I'm going real slow. Adobe is stalking me. I'm in editing mode. Okay. So there you go. Pisces, watery, feminine, flexible, fruitful, related to the feet. Planetary ruler is Neptune. See, we all know what that means now, don't we? We'll definitely be on the same, let's just say, page after 2022 when we do all the planets and all of that. Ooh, I can't wait. Which is fantastic because that'll be all behind me. I'll be working on other projects. Well, I'm getting a nice stretch in 2023. And by the time 2024 comes along, boom. And then I'll be closer and closer to retirement. Yeah, we are in our goldens over here. Everybody is welcome, but you get to take a peek into what you need to be doing as well. Now, If you go to time and date, I thought this was fun. And you're trying to determine how many days are in between two dates. I'm going to demonstrate here, and you can always come back here. You can always go to time zones, calendar, weather, sun and moon to talk about what we just talked about if you don't want to go to one website. Timers, calendars, a free fun, get your life. Okay, so I wanted to determine from the first day of the year to my birthday, my 58th birthday, is 78 days. So when you hit this link, you can be reminded of Gigi Darling and you can plug in yours. Okay, 78 days. It tells you the seconds, the minutes, the hours, the days, the weeks, and the what is the percentage of the year that has gone by. Okay, so that is good fun. Really good fun. All right, next. All right. Give me. Yep, I got one more. Now, HUGz. Remember his name? The guy that got kicked out of the zodiac? Yeah. Is HUGz a constellation or a sign? So there he is. He still exists. It's just that, the Pope was like, nah, I don't like number 13 or serpents. Yeah, I Sesame Streeted it, but yeah, there it is. It exists. He's just not a zodiac sign. But if you are into this, there it is. Now, the sun passes in front of remember, HUGz, from about November the 30th to December 15th. So let's celebrate him this year. But it's not a zodiac sign, but it is a constellation. Let me get out of here. Okay, let me cut it out. I'm having too much fun. I'm going to make somebody mad. And I don't even care. Oh, I like being happy. Okay, so what's next? Give me a second. Oh boy. Life is too good. So, okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, the last 6. But it was worth it, right? You learned why my son's middle name is Julian. You learned about calendars. You learned how calendars were devised and what they're based on. You learned definitions. You have zodiac. You have African culture. You have Chinese culture. You have, now you can explain what a calendar, a day, and the sun is. I mean, bite me. A sundial, sorry. You got everything you need to be a real heart of gold. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm looking, y'all. Give me a second. Trying to go slow, but at the same time be accurate. Now, let me make sure. Ooh. Let me see. I'm trying to see if something should go in a particular order. Give me a second. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Give me a second. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get rid of this one. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So what do we want to do first? Give me a second. Okay. 7 creepy holidays around the world, because we're just We learned about um, the calendar. We learned about October, meaning 8, but it's really the 10th month, but it was the 8th month. You know that. We are in Vlogtober, which is October and Halloweeny. So I wanted to talk about this. Good grief, these ads are relentless. 7 creepy holidays around the world. Okay. I spent Halloween in Europe, and this is what they're talking about. But in the States, Halloween has become anything but scary. To me, it's a lot of fun. But then they move around and they get to the topic at hand. They talk about Easter in Spain. Look, don't be scared. It is what it is. It has nothing to do with what you just thought. Absolutely nothing. Keep it pure. Okay? Keep it over there. Foshing. Okay? Remember, I shared my Foshing and carnival stories with you in what was his story time? I can't remember. Anyway, I shared with you already. Yeah, we got a lot going on, and Foshing is so much fun. They talk about, and it's based on calendar and pagan and season and the, you know, all of that. But yeah, here's a scary one. I can't even pronounce it. That's scary. I wouldn't show that to a little kid. But it's a pre-Christian holiday. It's Perch Tin Laffen. Okay. It's a pre-Christian, it's a pagan, and it's in Central Europe. And that's the end of December. Okay. But it's to ward off evil, not that they're evil. There's Ghost Festival in Hungary or China. What's this? What? I'm confused. But yeah, here, Chinese. hmm And it's a very deep Taoist and Buddhist respect for the dead. So that has a lot of similarity with the Day of the Dead. Okay. And it is tradition. It takes place on the 15th of the 7th month of the lunar year, meaning it falls somewhere between August and early September. So as a Taoist, look, shout out to cosplay. I can celebrate some every month. But yeah, that's a very important holiday. So that's down below in the description box. Okay. So that's why I brought that up. So there is something similar in my spiritual belief. Okay. Now, 20 Halloween like traditions from around the world. So that was similar, but here are 20 Halloween like traditions. Okay. So we already know, we already spoke about Samhain, Day of the Dead. We already talked about that. But I'm just going to go through, and this is down below in the description box. Okay. Romania. That's a nice castle. Japan. The Philippines. Hong Kong. India. Ooh. Poland. Okay. Nigeria. We already talked about last year. Cambodia. Italy. And it goes on and on and on. We're not gonna go all the way down. So moving right along. This is the nitty gritty. We finally made it. Part. So let me see. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the last 4 up or 3 up here. So we got 4 more. And this is the beautiful part. This is the cultural part. This is get your DNA in part. This is I know where I'm from and I know what I celebrate part. This is I can claim dominion on planet Earth because I know exactly where my people come from part. All of it. This is why in the year 2023 I will definitely be wearing head wraps and having my braids. I've already decided. I don't think I want dreads until I'm like in my 80s. Okay. I still like having my hair. I still like braiding it, but yeah, my hair is growing so long and I like it. It's manageable. It gives me something to do. I enjoy braiding my own hair. It's not like I have a little girl or a little, family members that like me to braid their hair. So I like to do my own. So in that process, I'm going to be in 2023, I'm going to be, exploring, traditional African and Indian head wraps, things like that. So when I do costume and cosplay, you know what I'm saying? It will totally relate to that. Even when I'm not, if I don't have my burnices on, if I'm not on live with my burnices on, or sometimes I wear my burnices and just out and about, I always have my bandanas. So yeah, it's gonna be an easy transition. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a cute 2 hours. Okay, good. But I appreciate you. So remember what we discovered? That's what we're about to talk about. Yay! Finally. All right, we're bringing it home. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's talk about the Bantu calendar. Then we'll talk about some African American history, and then we're going to take it back to the motherland. Okay, so the seven worlds talks about that landmark. And there's also another landmark called Adam's Calendar. It's hidden ruins of southern Africa. Scholars told us that the first civilizations on Earth emerged from the land there. Okay? But then they talk about other things. We know it was in Africa, so we don't even have time. But ancient ruins and a sophisticated cliff top calendar found in southern Africa could be at least 100,000 years old. Bam! And it is the cradle of humankind. You do the rest. I had to give you the receipt. You know that. Okay. So more than one tribe, basically, is what they're saying, had a calendar. A big old sundial. Now, African American history. Remember, I told you what I named my son after Marcus Garvey and the Julian calendar. I sure did. A shout out to our beautiful family. Sorry, not sorry, but we don't have a problem with being who we are. To me, that is the weirdest thing, to be afraid to say who you are. But anyway, if you're not in my lane, sorry, I'm a cut above. But yeah, I was watching TV, and they were talking about famous people and historical people and people who changed history. Wouldn't it be funny if they were running around not telling who they really were? Yeah. Uh, uh, it's 20. Let's claim 2022 already. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be original. Mm-hmm. Marcus Garvey, 80 years on, and the significance of August in the Pan-Africanist calendar. There is a Pan-African calendar as well. Okay. Yeah, we will revisit that. So yeah, they talk. Now this is interesting because this is a Black History Month.org in the UK. I love living in Europe, and I love being a part of European families. I got European in my DNA. It is what it is. I'm very, very, very happy about that. I am not an angry person when it comes to culture and or my country. It ain't in me. But yeah, I thought this was a great article, and I knew exactly what I wanted to name my son. And I know it was a pandemic and everything, but in May 2029, they marked, or 2020, they marked the 80th, the date that he passed away. It was 80 years ago in 2020, and he did pass away in London, England. And they say he is arguably the greatest Pan-Africanist ever. His influence have been acknowledged over the years by political, community, and faith leaders. I don't remember anybody celebrating him. And the most heartbreaking thing for Gigi Darling was BLM. It was so heartbreaking. I was like, nobody's listening. So we will keep that to us and our family, and keep it moving, because there's a lot of unfortunate ignorance in America, and I would have rather have celebrated that than what we were going through. Put it that way. That's probably why he left back when he did as well. But yeah. So get your read on. It is very, very important article. All right. Now, because he wanted to go get out, we will celebrate the reasons. Now, he might not have known, but we suspected and we know now that everything comes from Mother Africa. And we all should be proud. And that the Bantu people had their own calendar system already in place before any type of kingdoms, peoples, situations, politics, modern times, modern inventions, bad people, enslavement, any of that happened. They knew what they were doing. It was in place. They are the original humans. There is your proof right there in that image. Okay. And they are circular ruins spread over thousands and thousands of, square kilometers, as they say here. So we are lucky that now during modern times, this was taken from the air. Okay. There you are. I know I could get up and hug you too. We're hugging each other right now. So that's what you're looking at. There it is. Hug. There it is. Hug. Okay. Now go ahead and get rid of it so I don't do it again. Don't you just breathe easily now? You don't even have to. It's not a discussion. It's not a debate. It is fact. And they do resemble the Inca, which the Inca I know are not the Mayans, but it definitely brings it all home for Gigi Darling and our family members because my mom never really traveled to the ruins, but she did live in Africa. She lived in Zambia for a moment. And it's so enlightening, and my life is so enriched knowing that I'm around people that are cultured like this. And it brought it all the way home. Look at that. Astronomical, astronomical alignment. This was way before the Egyptians. How about that? We will come back. This is down below in the description box. But they also talk about many of the circular structures are aligned to specific geographic points, including solstices and equinoxes. So, yeah, when I do that, it's coming. Let me go ahead and put it over here. I will come back to it because we're going to talk about that. The equinox. There you go. We'll come back to it. And then I'll hit those. But isn't that beautiful? You're welcome. Look at that. It's called Adam's calendar. Well, you know they're going to call it that, but it's okay. And there it is. Okay, let's you know what's going to happen. There it is. So, last but not least, we'll get the close up on this one, and then we'll be done. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, this was. If you didn't get nothing from Vlogtober, you got this, boo. So this is ancientwisdom.com, and they talk about the Adam's calendar. Now, I'm sure the African native people called it something else. We will discuss that. Okay, so there it is. The Bantu ruins. Look at it. You thought it was just one, didn't you? No, ma'am. No, sir. I got you. There they are, living in their beautiful, beautiful village, living off the land like men were intended to. I said it. Okay? There it is. We're going to get that one too. Don't tell nobody. Okay. So you never, ever, 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 ever have to have another nasty conversation about a kingdom, Wakanda forever. Okay, it is what it is, honey. They can, like they say in the UK, leave it or lump it. Bye. All right. The Great Zimbabwe. Look at the cliff. Okay. Can you imagine what it looked like in situ? I just got a chill. Look at that. So remember the sundial on the cliff of the water? Oh, there you go. Because I love you, hearts of gold, and this is how we rock and roll. So do you see? It's got very vague. So when you look at this, it says winter solstice and summer solstice. Okay. I know. Just take a moment. All right. Copy. And I'm going to put that down here. And when we talk about that, I know we're a little past it, but I don't care. Oh, give me a second. Okay. That doesn't matter to me. And here, the Sphinx, Egyptian astronomy, and the Axum, Ethiopia. So we're going to hit it, but right now we got to quit it. Thank you, hearts of gold, for another wonderful episode of Oddities and Curiosities. Please, 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 please subscribe. Please hit all the reminder buttons on the upcoming episodes. That was number 23. The calendar, the days, and planetary rulers, all the way back to Africa, our motherland. I appreciate you so much. Hit all those subscribe buttons on all the social media sites over there on the information page. And until next time, see you later. Bye.